Hey OGAs, Jeff here coming to you from Fort Smith, Montana. This is your place to find the courage to get outdoors to your new adventure or learning the skills to conquer your next adventure. But I know so many of us are afraid to get outdoors for so many different reasons. And the reality is sometimes we just have to find the courage to do it. And I'm coming to you from Fort Smith, Montana this week. And we're right here on the Big Horn River. I came out here Monday through Friday to get some fly fishing done. But when we got out here Monday, man, the storm was terrible. And Tuesday, man, ruined everything. There were 35 to 50 mile per hour gusts that didn't allow us to get out, but I said, hey, let's at least get out and go wade fishing instead of getting on a drift boat. And when I decided to get out to wade fish, there were about 20 of us around the table that came out, and we were debating, should we go? And no one else went. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to go. I'm going to find the courage. I encourage other people to find the courage. So I went out with me and a guide, and we get out in the water, and it was an incredible time. In fact, I tried to shoot this video the other day, but when I looked at the video, man, I couldn't even hear the audio. The wind was so crazy. You can check that out as well. But hey, I was thinking about this week, what are the 3 tips I could give you about fly fishing in high winds? I know many of us have been out there and wind comes in and just ruins the day, and you're like, man, how do I get through this? Well, here's the 3 things I would encourage you to process or to think about before you get out fly fishing. Number 3 is I would get a 6-weight fly rod. This will give you the backbone to get through the wind. So as you're casting, as you're getting your men out there, as you're getting your flies out on the water, a 6-weight fly rod will actually help you. And so make sure you get the right setup in the wind. That is an incredible thing. So if you're preparing for a trip and you see that there's going to be winds, process the idea of potentially getting a different rod. Or if you go to an outfitter, if you go to a fly shop, hey, ask about a heavier, 6-weight fly rod. That will be a much better rod to get you out there in the wind, because again, it will give you the backbone. Number 2 is this one's really important. You don't want to cast over your shoulder. You actually want to do more of a sidearm cast, because if you try to cast over your shoulder, what's going to happen is your little bobber and the fly, it's going to go up in the air, and it's going to be like a beach ball trying to play beach ball in the wind. It's just going to take it and throw way downwind. And so make sure you learn to side cast. It's a little bit type of cast, and you really want to be firm in getting that tip of that rod where you need to be. But that would be an incredible tip for you to either practice or to try when you get out there. But that will really help you in the high winds. In fact, as we go to number 1, there's an incredible story. We were around the table that same day, and when no one wanted to go out, and as we're sitting around the table, everybody was debating, like, hey, how hard would it be to cast in this wind? And everyone was like, for sure, casting is going to be the hardest part. I want you to know, casting actually wasn't the hardest part. Mending was actually the hardest part, because once you learn to sidearm cast, you can get your fly out there. Actually, we're getting out there plenty, just sitting there working it to get into where we need to. It got out there. But actually, when we were trying to mend upstream or mend upwind, man, it would wreck that mend. The encouragement on point number 1 to fly fish in high winds is you want to just get that mend set right away. So when you cast and you get the fly set, make sure you get that mend right away, because if you waste time with trying to fix that mend or moving the fly around on the water, you're actually going to lose your opportunity to catch fish. And as much as guys said, hey, casting is going to be the hard part, actually mending was. But if you ruin your mend, you're messing with the fly on the water too much, you're actually not going to give the fish the opportunity to take a bite on your hook that's in the water. And so I want to encourage you to get that mend, get it set. And in fact, when nobody else went out this week, in fact, I got to catch a bunch of fish, had an incredible time out here at Fort Smith on the Big Horn. But then, in fact, weather got better, and we had an incredible week fly fishing all week. I was with multiple people that got to catch their first fish. I had the courage to get outdoors, and it was just an incredible time. And so those are the 3 things I want to encourage you, 3 tips for you to fly fish in high winds. Hey, hopefully you subscribe below, click that button below, share this video with someone. Hey, and we'll see you next time here at OGA. Yes, we got him. Hey, what's that, Anthony? What's that, Anthony?
Come on.
What's that, Anthony?
Come on.
Let's freaking go! Let's go!
Put the fish. Yes. Put the fish.
We're not coming home over, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Hell yeah.
Woo! Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, Chris got a fish.
Hell yeah. Come on.
Come on, Chris.
That's what I'm talking about. Chris is a fisherman.
Hey, that's been the problem the whole time. We've been calling you Anthony when your name's Chris.
Oh man.